Hello everybody, my name is Jagiero, and today I am once again bringing you another creative build video, and this time I'm going to be building a windmill. And as you can see, I've already scouted out a rather nice location and cleaned it up a bit, so without further ado, let's get building. So, if you take a look at actual real-life windmills, you'll see that they're mostly a sort of tower shape with the 4 sails attached to it. So that's what I'm going to go for here. Just going to build a very simple tower shape that's made up in a sort of like layer cake style. And then I'm going to swap out the stone for blocks from the chosen block palette of today. Those being cobbled deep slate bricks, stone, andesite, and cobblestone, and then sandstone and smooth sandstone. Now that looks really impressive, I think you'll agree. No? Okay, fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some different details. We're going to introduce some extra blocks to the block palette, which will help sort of separate the layers and also just define the sort of corners and edges and things like that a little better. Alright, so some very basic changes there, but I think you'll agree they do help by just adding these little extra details to, especially the bottom section here. Now, you can see I've added these window sections on the corners there, and I think I'll actually add them to each of the corners on each layer. So open up the windows here, just, you know, it'll be good to have a little extra details on the corners, but also to let in some light to the insides as well. That would be rather nice if we could actually see. Okay, now the big sails are going to go on the front here. They're actually going to attach by a long shaft. Careful on this section here, but I don't want it so that we have let me demonstrate. Yeah, I don't want it so that we have a shaft sticking out there, and it has to be so far out so that the sails miss, you know, the rest of the building if they were spinning round. I know it's not actual real life, but it would look stupid otherwise. So what's going to happen is I think I'm just going to build out another box on this front here and then have the sails attached to that, just so it's got that extra clearance is what I'm trying to say. What else am I going to do? Okay, so I think I'm actually going to push this section back here. In fact, let's do this now. If I just do move, I can spell, move 1, yeah. Just to add that little extra depth, I'll also fix up a few of the mistakes I've made here. And you can see these bottom bits here. I'll fix them. Don't worry, I'll fix them all. It's fine. Okay, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have a walkway around each of these sections. So like along there, like so. Probably not in cobblestone, but this is just to demonstrate like that. And then on this section as well. Let me just check what this is going to look like. You know, you see these walkways on real life windmills and stuff, so yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's going to look cool. And like I said, then a box on the front for the actual sails to attach to, and then on the side here it's going to have a little house. So there's going to be a little house for the people who actually run the windmill to live in. That's what you do with houses. Okay, so actually I think I'll add those houses here. I'll just get the general shape for the house next. Okay, so obviously this isn't exactly sparking joy right now, but don't worry, it will in one moment when we start adding more details to it. This is a really great base to work from. We've got sort of the general gist of the colours going now, so we're on the way. Don't you worry there, don't you worry. Okay, so for the roof, I'm actually going to go with blackstone, which is something I use quite often for roofs, but then something that I do not use ever. Acacia. I don't know why I don't use it. It's actually a really nice block. It contrasts really well with the blackstone here as well, so that's going to work out really nicely. I think I hate it in survival because it's a bit of a pain to chop because it's a bit of a weird shaped trees and it's just really annoying. Anyway, let's do some roofs, shall we? And that's the roofs done for the houses, at least. I really like the look of that. I think the acacia with the blackstone works really well because it's so contrasty. It looks a little bit Halloweeny, which I'm a bit late for, but that's fine. That's totally fine. Obviously, I've got a lot of details to do on the houses and stuff. I've got support struts and bits over the windows, and maybe like a door would be a good idea. Yeah. Okay. What I'm actually going to do next is I'm going to have a way. Okay. So this is obviously the ground floor for the house. Then we'll have some stairs going up to this floor here, which will probably be separated into 2 rooms. And then I want a way into this, into the windmill tower cake thing. The tower cake. I like that. Yeah. So I want like a little room that you can walk through here into there. Yeah. I feel like that'd be cool, just connecting those two. I think that's a good idea. I've been struggling thinking of ways to sort of get up to the top of the tower cake. And I'm thinking my original idea of having a spiral staircase going up this section here is probably the best bet. Obviously, I could do a spiral staircase right in the middle of the building, like going all the way down, all the way to the top, but I think it would just make the interior just a little bit too tight. So we're going with an exterior structure. So I've got to do that next, and maybe a roof, and then set up the box that that's going to support the shaft for the actual sails. Okay, so the shape for the top of the tower there is really coming into it, and you can see the shaft of the sails there, where that's positioned now. At least it still looks very very bare because we haven't got the extra details in. But don't worry, they are coming next. And you know, we've got the roofs in and everything. We've got the stair tower thing situated, and it's looking like a really interesting shape. We've got this kind of like a little bit like a hammer head sort of shape at the top, which is, you know, it's a bit strange. So the reason this extra sort of square, this block on the end here is because, as I mentioned before, I needed these sails to be extended further away from the actual building so that they clear it. You know, if they were spinning, they would clear it. Technically, I think a lot of windmills, the top actually rotates as well, so that it can be in the best position to catch the wind, whereas if this top rotated, the sails would crash into the house, and, you know, with the screaming and the explosions. So I've decided that in this magical world, instead of rotating the top to catch the wind, we just turn the wind. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Alright, so that's a bunch of details added to the windmill cake house thing. Yes. You know, we've got the doorways in at last, finally. Swapped out some of them for the dark oak or the acacia ones, just to have a bit of a difference, and, you know, I like it. Like I said before, I don't really use acacia a lot, but, yeah, you know what, it's growing on me. Really is. I need some flowers in these little flower boxes as well. Just ignore that for now. But yeah, we've got some like support things on the edges of roofs and bits over windows and things like that, which is, you know, nothing major, but adds a hell of a lot of detail very quickly. And then we've got this walkway going around on each layer as well. So that's again, it's just added a little something so they can use this. They can come out of one of these entrances. Hopefully, there's an entrance somewhere. This bit's a bit dodgy, isn't it? What if I just do that and hope for the best? Yes. Okay, so they can come up to each different layer and then wander around, just have a little bit of a nosy out over the field that I've planted. Now, obviously, this field, it's not big enough, is it? It's really not big enough for an entire windmill, okay? So we've got a lot of space behind it, so we can use all that, and I might as well just terraform and plant a larger field on this area as well, and probably cover up this big hole as well. That's, you know, it's not good for health and safety. Yes. All right, so the only two things we've got left to do now is one, the interior, which I haven't really planned anything for the interior, so we'll see how that goes, and also the actual sails. So, guys and gal, there it is. Finished, finally. You know what? This has turned out really nice, I think, anyway. You know, some of it's, they don't actually make a whole lot of sense. For instance, this big, I was going to say propeller, it's a sail on the back. It doesn't really make much sense, because it would probably turn in the opposite direction of the... It's fine, it's fantasy, it's a tower cake with a hammerhead on top with a sail. It's fine. A lot of people in Minecraft do the sort of fantasy style sails where they curve them and that, and I wanted to move away from that and keep them straight, and I think it looks okay, you know? I don't know if I've made them too big, not big enough. I don't know, I'm sure it's fine. Let's go take a look on the inside then. Ooh, let me just fix this, put that there. I hate that when you end up with that one grass block there, it looks stupid. So, fixed, it's okay. So, the interior's not my forte, as I always say. I've done the same kitchen area that I always do. We have a little dining area in here. It's very fancy. They've got a candlelit dinner. Beautiful. Through here, I've forgotten to do anything. It's fine. That's a little like a mudroom kind of thing. Again, I always do that. Let's just stick this there, shall we? Yes. Why not? Very good. Okay, and from this sort of floor, you can get to the second floor above, where you have a little seating area, little bookshelves. Close that, thank you. Let the draft in, and you have a bedroom here. Very nice, very cozy and small bedroom there, but that's totally fine. And fireplace, beautiful. Okay, then you can walk through this little corridor area, this little hallway into the actual tower. We'll go in there in one moment. Let's go up to the top here, though. Do you know what? In a lot of I was going to say lighthouse, a lot of windmill in real life. A lot of windmills in real life. English, Jag. You do speak it, I think. They do have a lot of step ladders and stuff to get up to the different levels, so I wanted to sort of pay homage to that and put step ladder in to get to this area. It's totally not, because I couldn't fit any kind of stairway into it. It's fine. Okay, so we've got an extra little bedroom up here as well. You know, small bedroom, storage, high window. Beautiful. Okay, let's go down then. Let's go through here. And then through here into the interior of the windmill itself. So this is part of the windmill mechanism. Actually, should we start at the top? Let's start at the bottom. I don't know which one makes sense. Let's go to the bottom area first. So this is where they would, I guess, load stuff. I don't know if this is going down or up. We'll say down. Yes, this is going to be where the actual wheat is put in crates. I know we don't have... They generally put them in like sacks and stuff. We don't have sacks in Minecraft. We need sacks, okay? I know they was doing like bundles, but they're crap, okay? And they need to be like physical things that you can place down. I don't think they are bundles, are they? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with that right now. We have a spiral staircase on the side to get to the next... If I just missed it, I did. There we go. To here. Actually, then let's go to the top. Let's get all the way up to explain it a little better. Methinks. Do we get to this though, and then we can? Yeah. So once again, windmills typically do have a lot of step ladders and stuff in there, so we've got a little ladder going up to the top here. Is this the top? This is the top. Okay, so there you have the sail shaft going along the top there. It's got a cog that then meets this cog of this central vertical shaft. Okay, going down. So this is like a sort of maintenance area if you wanted to fix up the cogs and stuff like that. Which actually they did require regular maintenance because they were made of wood generally, and you know, they would wear down and break and stuff. So yeah, I'm being historically accurate. No, I'm not. This is the actual mill. Okay, this is the little grinding stone. So what happens is the wheat goes into these little hoppers. They're on chains because I don't know. I needed something to fill space. They're on chains, and they go into the hoppers, or the wheat goes into the hoppers, gets poured into this little spinning stone thing that then mashes all of it together, and it becomes flour, basically. And then that goes down into this hopper on the floor. And let's go down there to this level. Have I missed again? No, there we go. So that goes down into this chute here that then goes down into these barrels. I called them crates earlier on. They're barrels. We could do with some crates as well. Crates and sacks. That's what we need in Minecraft. So that's pretty much it. Essentially, you know, just a lot of storage stuff, you know, just to try and fill the space. Like I said, I'm not an interior guy. I'm really not. This is just the thing, the little work area station. I don't know. But you know, as far as the build itself, it's done. And you know, I could have expanded the field even further. I have made it a little bit larger, but it's still probably not big enough, and I could have gone behind it there. But it's just, you know, this is the main part of the build, not this. Okay, so it doesn't really matter so much. Essentially, all I've done for the field is just planted the wheat and then occasionally thrown in some grass bits. That's about it. You know, got a little lovely pathway going through it down to, you know, nowhere. Yep, beautiful. If you are wondering, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a secret. Okay, so this is my third video of doing this type of video where I just do a build and then show you guys the build. If we just take a little travel, a little journey over, I think this way. I'm hoping I should have seen it by now. Oh, there we go. There we go. So if we just take a little journey over to there, you will see the blacksmith build that I did in a previous video, and the cherry blossom cottage thing is over that way somewhere. I don't know. So all of these builds are actually in the same world. Which, you know, it's quite nice. I think it's quite nice to have that sort of bit of continuity, isn't it? Is it only 3 builds I've done? I don't even know. So guys, that's it. That is all I have got time for today. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and if you'd like to see more, click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Ow.